Samsung started its mobile journey with feature phones. Then came the smartphone era, and Samsung remains a key player to this day. A major turning point was in 2007, when Apple introduced the iPhone, pushing Samsung to bring new ideas to its smartphones. In 2009 to 2010, Samsung explored Windows and Android phones, even experimenting with its own Bada operating system. The story took a significant turn in 2010 with the launch of the Samsung Galaxy S, dubbed the iPhone killer. Since then, Samsung's Galaxy S series has been compared to the latest iPhones. Samsung quickly enhanced its devices, first with the Galaxy S2, then the S3 with a slightly larger screen, and the S4 with even more upgrades. The Galaxy S5 introduced water resistance and a fingerprint scanner. Samsung kept improving, and in 2019 they released the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus with a fresh user interface. In 2020, Samsung launched the Galaxy S20, followed by the S21, with each year bringing smaller improvements. Apple, meanwhile, sticks to gradual updates, and Samsung does the same. Both brands have found a balance, making small but steady upgrades to maintain close competition. Now, let's talk about Samsung's other lineup, the Samsung Galaxy Z series. This lineup features the Z Flip and Z Fold, ultra-premium smartphones with cutting-edge features. These devices primarily target corporate users, where foldable phones see most of their sales. Samsung heavily promotes both models to maintain its foothold in this niche market. Next is the Galaxy S series, Samsung's flagship lineup loaded with the latest technological advancements. Competing directly with Apple's iPhone, the Galaxy S series remains the top choice for Android users at a premium price point. For many, this series represents the pinnacle of Samsung's innovation and quality. Moving down the spectrum, the Galaxy S series caters to the mid-range market. Originally known as the Galaxy Alpha, it evolved into the A series, absorbing other Samsung lineups and establishing itself as a standalone success. These phones strike a balance between affordability and performance, offering features like a user-friendly interface, reliable updates, decent cameras, long-lasting batteries, and vibrant displays. The A series' consistent quality has made it a global bestseller in its category. Finally, there are the M and F series, designed primarily for online markets. These models are produced through ODM's original design manufacturers and were initially launched for e-commerce platforms, M series for Amazon and F series for Flipkart in India. Their online focus allowed Samsung to release numerous models quickly, maintaining strong sales. Known for competitive pricing and battery-focused offerings, the M and F series continues to attract budget-conscious consumers in various markets. However, if we talk further, many Samsung phones like the Galaxy Note were eventually discontinued from the market. The original Galaxy Note was a groundbreaking device, introducing large screens and the stylus to smartphones. Even today, the Galaxy S24 Ultra carries on some of the Note's legacy by including the S Pen. The Galaxy Note was a beloved lineup, lasting for years and even spawning a light version of the Galaxy Note 10, which offered a stylus-equipped phone at a more affordable price. However, Samsung eventually decided to reserve the stylus feature for their premium models, removing it from their lower-tier devices. Similarly, Samsung's J series, which later evolved into the A series, used to be quite popular. The J series, along with the Galaxy Y series and the Galaxy On series designed for online sales, once had a strong following. However, Samsung gradually phased out these lineups as they struggled with performance issues and faced stiff competition in the market. Now, let's talk about Samsung's UI story. Back in the early days of Samsung mobile phones, the UI was known as TouchWiz. What was the issue with TouchWiz? It was often slow and prone to lag, leading many to associate Samsung's interface with performance issues. When Samsung recognized this, they realized that simply tweaking TouchWiz wouldn't solve the problem, so they decided to rebrand and introduce a new UI. Samsung then rolled out its Experience UI, and in 2019, it launched One UI, which was a turning point. One UI brought fresh ideas to Android design, inspiring other companies to incorporate similar features. One UI's evolution has been impressive, with smooth and fast performance. Samsung has consistently updated its flagship devices, ensuring they stay feature-rich and current for a long time. They listened to what users wanted, adding features that even other companies gradually adopted. Samsung didn't stop there. They built an entire ecosystem around One UI, extending its look and feel to Samsung TVs, Galaxy Book laptops, and Samsung watches. They also introduced Samsung Flow, which allows for seamless notification handling and data sharing across devices, making the ecosystem feel unified and cohesive. Speaking of security, Samsung introduced the Samsung Knox years ago, steadily enhancing it with each update. This has been a strong improvement. Samsung also developed its Exynos chip. For some time, Exynos outperformed Snapdragon, but then Snapdragon took the lead. Now, Exynos is gradually catching up, and with future processors, it might surpass Snapdragon. Although the timing and specifics are uncertain, the new Exynos lineup already shows progress over its predecessor. One interesting approach Samsung took was to narrow its product focus, emphasizing fewer offerings under the Galaxy brand. They extended Galaxy branding across all consumer electronics. In 2010, they launched the Galaxy Tab, which initially received a lukewarm market response. However, today's Galaxy Tabs are much more advanced, with a refined user interface, making them competitive with Apple's iPads. They currently stand out as one of the top Android tablets, consistently securing a strong position in the tablet market. Similarly, speaking of watches, they introduced Galaxy Wear in 2014, a smartwatch based on Android 4.3. However, they made a bold move by transitioning to their operating system before eventually switching entirely to Wear OS OS, this shift was a game changer, especially with the release of the Galaxy Watch 4. The Galaxy Watch 4 elevated the Wear OS experience, offering users a true smartwatch experience. Even now, while only a few companies use Wear OS, Samsung has firmly embraced this platform and made it a key part of its smartwatch strategy. Samsung also extended this innovative approach to its Galaxy Book lineup, making a strong mark in the thin and light laptop category. When it comes to TVs, Samsung has adopted Tizen OS, ensuring long-term support by offering updates for up to 7 years, which remains impressive even today. As for the much-anticipated Galaxy S25, reports suggest it will feature 8 years of Android updates. Additionally, rumors hint at the inclusion of both the Exynos processor and Snapdragon 8 Elite. Given Samsung's ongoing partnership with Qualcomm, at least one variant of the S25 is expected to feature the Snapdragon 8 Elite. It will be fascinating to see how Samsung leverages these processors and whether the S25 Ultra delivers improved performance, potentially making it a top choice for consumers. Speaking of futuristic products, Samsung has made strides in the foldable market and is planning to expand this category with new products in the future. Rumors suggest they might introduce a triple folding phone, similar to Huawei's model, and even a rollable phone. At present, Samsung aims to bring all components, from chips to displays, in-house. The more they can control production through vertical integration, the better the user experience will be. Samsung is prioritizing this strategy and has shifted away from short-term goals like quick phone launches or rapid changes. Instead, they are now thinking long-term, with plans for the next 5 to 10 years, carefully considering which products to release and how to progress over the next decade. While Samsung faces occasional challenges, it remains the world's leading smartphone manufacturer. This marks the evolution of Samsung from a period of uncertainty, deciding between platforms like Windows, TouchWiz, or Bada OS, to a company now focused on a clear path. It will be exciting to see what Samsung brings in the future. Whenever Samsung faced competition from Chinese brands, Samsung responded by adapting and innovating, introducing features like One UI and launching the M&F series. Looking ahead, it will be interesting to see what fresh ideas they unveil in 2025 and the innovations they have in store. Let us know what you think about these Samsung innovations in the comments section. Until then, peace out.